What is going on, fellas, and welcome back to Hungary for Success. As you may remember, the last episode did not go well. 5-1 defeat to Romania, 5-4 defeat to Northern Ireland, and now we play Armenia and Romania in this episode. This is, I want to say, the worst form we've been in since I've taken over. Not gone well. So, let's see. Ooh, I didn't realise we'd lost 28 games during my time. But we have won 40. So, we've not been terrible. Not been great. We have been offered a couple of international jobs, which I obviously turned down because they weren't as good as the Hungary job. We're still stable, secure. Okay, that's fine. They're not happy with the tactics. I have been toying with the idea of changing the tactics. I haven't. I firmly believe that this is the best tactic for the team. For some reason. But for the Armenia game, this is the team we are starting with. Galaski is back, so he goes straight back in. This could be his second season without a game, which is not ideal. I don't think he's going to hang around for much longer. I do think he's going to retire this season. We have Mazzoli at right back, who is still playing for Palace, which is good. Roland Becker on the left with Otigba and Kekes in the middle because Willie Orban is suspended for this game. We do have Henrik Ola, who can play at centre-back. I've called him up because he looks decent. So why not? 17 years old. Bait him in, sure. Why not? If I decide to go to a DM, start playing a DM, he'll slot straight in. Probably be one of the best players in the team. And I'll end up having to play a DM forever, which is not something I want to do. Zabazali's going to sit in the box-to-box role with Nagy alongside him, with Palko Derde and Prozer as our inside forwards, with Chalet in behind Kevin Chobot. Any other interesting players I've called up? There's been calls for Willian to get dropped, from the team. Not going to happen. One of our best players. Match sharpness is a little low because he's not been playing that many games recently for Cruzeiro. Gabor Fair, as always, comes in with terrible condition. And Solomon Diaby ideally I would have played him instead of Becker and had Becker ready for the Romania game. Diaby 81% is just not good enough. Mazzoli also sitting with 84% condition. We're not in the best situation for this game. So yeah, it's not ideal. Kekes and Galaski both making their debuts again. It's fantastic. They're both making debuts, even though Kekes has 48 games. This is going to be his 49th appearance, and Galaski's played 65 times for Hungary. They're playing with the scummy 3 up top, which we may end up changing to at some point if need be. Expect a win. You don't care. Okay, well, we're going to get a cheap bit of faith. You don't care about that. You don't care about this. Okay, I gave Chobot a bit of passion, and he seemed happy with that. I'm going to pop this down again. Yeah, hopefully this episode is better than the last one, because the last one was terrible. I've never been so annoyed with my team before. So ideally we'll come out of this one with a win, because otherwise I'm scared. Because Chalet, that beautiful back heel to Prozer. No, I don't want to get too excited because we took the lead against Northern Ireland, I think, and we ended up losing. Don't want that to happen again. Yesterday, that was such a beautiful pass. Yesterday, episode 100 of the Director of Football came out, and tomorrow is going to be the last episode at River Plate. So you know, be a good episode to watch, because it's an end of an era. Oh, what a goal! What a goal by Zabazali. 5 minutes in, we're 2 up. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. We've been tremendously poor in the last 2 games. I don't want to get overly excited. Our only win in the last 5 has been against Kosovo. And we got beaten by Georgia. And Romania. And Northern Ireland. We've had a very leaky defence, in case you haven't noticed. Conceding 10 in 2 games. It's not very good. Not very good at all, in case you hadn't noticed. Henry Mkhitaryan is actually playing for them. Fair enough. I suppose, yeah, we're not... Oh. Chile picked up a knock. And Romania have taken the lead against Northern Ireland. Fen Debit Dosi. Palko Derde. I am recording. Fantastic. Nagy out to Becker. Whips it in. Doesn't get there, but Nagy. Zabazali. Back to Mazzoli. Whips it in. Oh, Chobits hit the crossbar. Oh! Thankfully, that whoever that was is selfish and decided to take a shot from miles away. Mkhitaryan. Sure. Don't think that worked exactly how they intended, but I'll take it. Chobit. Oh, he's just bopped it in the back of the net. I almost punched my microphone. Luckily, I didn't, so nobody's going to go deaf. But Palko Derde, lovely run. Chobit, couple of touches, and just flat foots the keeper. 3-0 within half an hour. I'm going to tell the lads, get creative. I don't want them to rest on their laurels, you know. Romania are 3 up against Northern Ireland. Looks like we're going to really have to make up for the defeat to Romania. We're going to have to beat them by more than 4 goals in the next game. I'm not so sure that's going to happen. And we're going to be stuck in this division again, which is less than ideal. I would prefer to get promoted and then, you know, get relegated. But Glasky made a cheeky little save there. Kekesh. Becker. With a cheeky little run forward. Gets very easily dispossessed. Or Tigba. Zabazali. Chalet. Oh, he's stolen the ball. Chobit. Knock. Penalty? No. Oh, okay. Well, looked like a penalty. Mazzoli is shattered. Chalet shattered. Although I think he did pick up a slight knock that just didn't appear as an injury. Romania 5 up against Northern Ireland. So Romania are pretty much guaranteed. I'm going to say it might be winning, but all of that can change. Passionate. Have faith. Faith. Click the wrong button, but alright. We are going to make 2 changes, I think. I'm going to have to take off Mazzoli because he's so tired. And Chalet. Going to bring on Simonka. Simonka has been exceptional when he has played. Now we're down to one substitution to do us 45 minutes. Here's hoping we don't pick up a knock. Almost 33,000 people showed up to watch Hungary play Armenia. Oh, Gabor Prozor with his 2nd of the game. 4th for us. We're starting to get back into this, not being negative. Well, we're getting closer to not being negative. We have, -5? Yeah, because we scored 5, conceded 10. So we're going to be -1 after this. But Romania absolutely smashing Northern Ireland. It's going to give him a cheeky bit of praise, you know. You're doing well, lads. Keep it going. nowhere near. Oh, they've changed their tactic. Oh, they're not playing 3 up front anymore. They're playing 1. They're playing a 4-2-3-1, much like ourselves. But to be fair, Armenia is the one that I was banking on a guaranteed victory. Sabzali, Nagy, Sabzali whips it all the way out to Gazart. Not a great pass, but Kekesh picks it up. Kekesh was also a little bit tired coming into this game. He seems to be fine though. Palko Derde gets dispossessed. Sabzali, Derde, Nagy. He's going to shoot. He does, and he balloons it. Majestic strike. Majestic strike indeed. Oh, Mkhitaryan's playing as an attacking midfielder now. Kind of want to make a substitution because I do have a lot of tired players. I just don't know who I bring on. I think we take off Nagy. And I'm going to bring on Willian. Make him a roaming playmaker. Willian is probably my favourite player for anybody who is just coming to the series now. He's a 16-year-old Brazilian that I found in the under-19s side of one of the Hungarian teams. And brought him in at the age of 16, gave him his debut. He's pretty much been in the team ever since. He's played every single game that he's been fit for. Which, you know, not picking favourites, himself and Sabazali are 2 of my favourite players. Kevin Chobot, I've seen in other saves be terrible. I gave him a debut when he wasn't playing for Benfica, and then he went to Schalke, and has since seen his career drop a little, but he's still probably our best striker, which is soul destroying when you know that he's not as good as he could be. He's a decent striker, to be fair, but he's not a god striker. Like Gabor Fair is quite good, but he just does not score enough goals for us. And he's also horrendously unfit. I have been toying with the idea, though, of changing to a 2-striker formation. The only thing is I only called up 2 strikers for this lot of games. Sorry about the little cut there, fellas. I just got a phone call. We're pretty much done and dusted in this game. 4-0. Kind of feel bad for beating Armenia this much, but at the same time, Romania came and absolutely smashed us, so I have no issue with it. Although I did just say I have a little issue with it, but I don't know what Actually, I did call up 3 strikers. That Rapid Vienna attacking midfielder can play as a striker. I forgot about him. We did have a lot of injuries coming into this, into these 2 games. Yeah, Zanza can play up front as well. He's not terrible at it, I think. That reaction in the second half was fan-fucking-tastic, lad. You are amazing. Gabor Prozer, the find of a century. Himself and Palko Derde are pretty much the only reason I'm still playing with wingers, and I haven't changed to a 3 up top system because I do like him and Biro as well. Biro on the right side. Like Chalet's moved into a central. Yeah, Chalet's moved into a central position now because that's where he's best, and I've just put Zabazali back to box because he is far more influential in that position. Our under 21s are currently 3rd in their group for the qualifiers for the Euros. 1 point behind Turkey. Could still happen. To be fair, we have taken some of their better players to our first team. The team improved. It would fucking want to. We played horrendously in the last 2 games. This one, away to Romania, after being smashed at home 5-1. Oh, I'm not so sure. How did Romania's last game go against Northern Ireland 5-1? So they scored 15 goals in 3 games and conceded 2. It's not looking good, lads. It's not looking good. We do need to beat Romania. We basically need to win all our remaining games and hope that Romania slip up against Northern Ireland or Armenia. But we will do that in the second part of this episode, where we will have Willie Orban back, which means we'll have... Does he play though? I don't know. I have a couple of minutes to decide before I bring you back. So I'll see you for that in a second, guys. Alright, fellas. We're back for the Romania game. Probably the defining game of this group. We lose. That's it. We are stuck in Division C yet again for another goddamn tournament. And this is the team we're putting out there. A good few changes because, like I said, there's a lot of tired players here. Galaski does continue in goal. Gazart plays because Mazzoli is shattered. Speaking of, I'm just going to put Diaby in instead of Becker. Willie Orban does come back in because he is fit. Kekesh to play alongside him. Might actually put you on cover because, yeah. Zabazali continues in centre midfield as a box-to-box. Marcus starts alongside him as a roaming playmaker. Biro comes in for Palkodardi because Palkodardi is very tired, isn't he? He's not very tired, but he is tired. Gabor Prozer continues because he was in great form in the last match. Zansto comes in as a trequartista because I don't normally play trequartista, and Simonka didn't play all too well. He wasn't terrible. Maybe I should play him instead. Actually, yeah. Sorry, but we're not playing you again today. And Kevin Chobot continues as the striker because even though he played the full 90 against Armenia, he's still fitter than Gabor Fair. Really wish that kid had a better natural fitness than he does. Here's hoping. I'm not expecting to win. I'm going to say we owe them. Yeah. Passionately. Faith. Give them a cheeky bit of faith. Everyone except for Diaby and Savazali are happy. Kekesh with his 50th appearance for Romania. Before we get the result. To be fair, Romania have been absolutely walking this group. Simonka back. That was Simonka, yeah. Simonka back to murder a man. I'll take it. Northern Ireland do play Armenia, so it could have a huge connotation for Dennis Mann starting this game. For whether we can do anything. We move up to third. We were second at the start of this game, weren't we? I'm pretty sure we were second coming into this game. I'm guessing that either Northern Ireland or Romania or Armenia have taken the lead, and either I missed it or it's not come up yet. Northern Ireland are after taking the lead. That makes sense. I'm starting to think that the players I've been putting my faith in, like Galaski, Willie Orban, are probably at the end of their time with us. I'm 19, like I said in the last part or the first part of this episode, I'm pretty sure Galaski is going to retire at the end of this season. He's not playing for Napoli. We don't really have a player we can bring in for him. Dibish probably is the next best. There is 3 keepers I would like to take his position. Hudwagner, Anodi and Roosevelt, who I think are all capable of doing it. None of them play first team football. So we're kind of looking at these 30-year-old goalkeepers who were not really... like, they're not long-term solutions. Like, Dibish is 33. So, like, he's the guy I'm looking at as, like, the second best, or the second option. Kevin Chobot has just gone and given us the lead. But yeah, we have a huge issue with goalkeeper. Centre back, we're in a bit of difficulty because Ortigba is pushing 30. Willie Orban is probably in his 30s. Meant to put you as a winger instead of inside forward. Like, how old is Willie Orban? 31. Yeah, he's 31. Like, we're not in a situation where we've got a lot of youth coming through. Like Ortigba, like I said, Ola is more of a DM. He's good. Like, he has the attributes to play at centre back. But I'm not sure. We do have some good youth players coming through, but a lot of them are quite a way off being good enough to play for the first team. Like, proof being that Diaby, and there's a 30-year-old Spanish guy who recently took up Hungarian citizenship for being in Hungary for 5 years. I've seriously considered bringing him in because we're that short for decent left backs. Since Tamas Kadar has basically retired, and that other guy I used to play all the time, what was his name? Tamas? I don't remember his first name, or his name, but he played a lot of games for us. The two of them are... we've just conceded. We're like, right back, we're okay. Mazzoli is... I don't think he's even 20 yet. And he's probably one of our brightest... Yeah, he's just turned 20. Okay, he's almost 21. But he's got the ability to be a fantastic fullback for the next... What, like... He's been in the first team for 2 years. He could probably keep going for another, like, 12 or 13. I'm just going to say I'm far from pleased. I do want us to push on and try and win this game, but at the same time I don't want to Kevin Chobot's aggression is definitely a downside of playing him, because he has been sent off for some stupid things, like elbowing players completely unnecessarily. But you know, we're... Oh, God damn it, Samanka. We do have too many players in certain positions. Like, the attacking midfield, sorted. We have plenty of players that can play there. Central midfield, again, perfectly fine. We have enough players to play there. Left and right wing, we have younger players, like who we're playing right now, Prozer and Biro. Both young prospects who are doing quite well. I would like if... Is it Prozer's playing for Lille? He is, but he's on loan at Ferencváros, which is where I think Willian started his career. He's gone back to Brazil, and he's not really getting much game time in Brazil, which is slightly annoying to see one of your best prospects. But then again, you look at Hudfagner. He's a very good goalkeeper who's just never gotten a competitive game for Sampdoria, and he just never seems to consider leaving, which is infuriating, because I've given him almost 20 appearances for the first team, and he's basically done nothing with it. He's never pushed on in his... Like, he's never even gone out on loan or anything. He's just spent his entire career sitting on the bench or playing for the under-20s. And I would like to see some of my younger prospect players get the opportunity to show what they're capable of for the first team of whatever club they're playing for. We just don't seem to have that at the minute. You're playing terribly. Talking about how good Biro and Prozer have been, they've both played pretty meh in this game. We're already losing. Might as well bring on the young fella. Give him an opportunity to see what he is capable of. Triple substitution in the 68th minute. We need to win the game, so we're just going to go very attacking. Ola's first touch. Nice pass to Willian. Chobot's building from the back. Zavazali. Biro. Is Chobot going to run into the box? Well, it makes no difference because the Biro's cross does not make it into the box. And we've just been... This is the problem with Galaski not getting first team football. He is very... he's shit, basically. He's gotten horrendously bad since he fell out of the first team with Leipzig. Okay, he's offside. I don't know what I've given that, because Galaski did have... Like, I probably would have given that as a goal, because even though he was offside here, when Galaski touched it, he pushed it back into him. I'd be very annoyed with that being a... Yeah, go on, we'll see what my assistant manager's information can do for us. Can it help us in our endeavours to try and score a goal? Simonka just puts it wide. 21 fouls. At least we're winning at something. We've had more possession. Haven't even had more long shots. Oh. Northern Ireland are... swallowing my tongue. Northern Ireland and Armenia 2-1 to Northern Ireland. So we will drop to third in the table. At least Romania didn't put 5 past us again. But maybe it is time for us to take a long hard look at the formation and say, do you know what? Oh, okay, well, not happy with it. Okay, if I'm going to get angry at them. Not happy. Everyone's very... Oh. Okay, well, it's not gone well. It's not gone well. I've confused and demotivated everybody, or they've all switched off. It's not gone well. It's not gone well. Still in an optimistic mood. Fair enough. Our under-19s have qualified for the second qualifying round group for the under-19s Euros. They got Ukraine, Holland and Georgia. We're still secure. We'll at least see out this European League division game against Armenia and Northern Ireland. To be fair, we're shit out of luck. I think we're probably going to beat Armenia. I hope we're going to beat Northern Ireland. The 2 times we played them so far this year, we beat them 3-0 in a very convincing victory, and then got so unlucky to lose 5-4 to them. We just weren't good enough. I took a piss out of one of their strikers, and he was the key factor in it. But we will be back in the next episode for the Armenia and Northern Ireland games. Leave a comment down below to let me know what formation should I change to, because I probably do have to make a change. Maybe it's just something I need to change with the current formation, or do I just completely give up on this formation working, because I have been using it pretty much since we started 5 years ago. I don't know, I like the formation. But anyway, like I said, if you have enjoyed, well, I haven't said it, but I'm going to say it now. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends. If you don't like the video, hit the dislike button, leave a comment down below telling me what you don't like about it. As I said, leave a comment down below to let me know what formation I should change to, or something I should try, because the Armenia and Northern Ireland games are pretty much pointless, because if we don't top the group, we're not going to get promoted. I don't think we're going to get beaten by Armenia. Hopefully. And if we beat Armenia, we should be fine. But yeah, let me know what you think I should do. And if there's anything else basically you think that I could change to increase our abilities in this current save, that would be delightful. Thank you very much for watching, fellers, and I will see you in the next one.